and tool operating the data. The first is test and the second is documentation. Technique of data analysis. Mean score pre and post test. Range score pre and post test. Variant and standard deviation score. The effect size of treatment. Mean score. Here I adapted from Sugiamo 2030 page number 49 notes. The student mean score of pretest equivalent the sum integral score of pretest. Range score. I from Sugiamo also notes student mean score of pre-post test, of pretest, and student mean score of post test. Variant and standard deviation score. I have here the terminal adapted from Urban 2004 number 18. You can see it in the slide. The effect test of treatment. This is formula from Urban 2005 number 71. Okay, in part 2, here literature review. The first is definition of movie. As we know, movie is something that makes listener more fun. It can also be great citizen providing us more clearly that the student has become enthusiastic in learning process in reading class. The third is editing. It's almost impossible to read a perfect paragraph on the first try. The first try is called first draft. Perhaps the order of information is not clear enough or the self-printing is wrong. And the fourth is final version or final draft. This is make book will be read by the other researcher or the other uh, models, collection, farm, and global. Okay, move at the second opposite. Desi Arianti. Desi Arianti, hi, thank you for attending me. Okay, Rita. I have two questions so far until when you start session until you finish or until now. My question is about what do you think is your media is appropriate or not when you teach your students, and could you explain more again about your media that you use? Because I have a little bit confused when you present about your media. Thank you. Okay. The media I use is appropriate in school because in this school have audio visual lab, and this lab is available as level projector, speaker, mount, and laptop that all can support my media. And then how about explain more about your media? I mean, what is media that you use when you start when you teach your students? According to Games and Grace 2008, with number 14 and Arthur Asar book said that media is devices use deliberate content of material which includes some of books, recorder, video, film, photograph, picture, television, computer. In other words, medium is a component